Oh, there you are. Come on, come closer. Let's start this journey together. Get to know one another so we can rise together. Pick me up, hold me, feed me, but it might be messy. Change me, but it might be smelly. Be my playdate. Be my rocking chair. Be my hero.
Because every dad should play an equal role in his baby's life, Pampers is giving 8 weeks of paternity leave to their new dads, hoping to inspire others to give Kenyan dads this opportunity.
Well, good evening. Glad you could join me tonight for Maisha Prime News. My name is Rida Tibet Karing, and remember, after this, we'll be ushering in Bushebi Junior. Will be bringing you Bushebi Junior show, so make sure you don't miss out. Welcome. 3 NASA principals, Kalonzo Musyoka of Wiper, Musalia Mudavadi of ANC, and Moses Wetangula of Ford Kenya have signed a formal exit from the NASA coalition. The leaders at the same time announced countrywide rallies to market their One Kenya Alliance OKA. Speaking after a joint parliamentary group meeting, the principals said their premature NASA exit was due to a trust deficit from the Raila Odinga-led ODM party.
It is now done, or the deed is done.
Kalonzo Musyoka of Wiper, Musalia Mudavadi of ANC, and Moses Wetangula of Ford Kenya have stamped their decision to kill NASA coalition while blaming the ODM leader Raila Odinga of the same.
Kutoka sasa kuelekea mbele, ijulikane na wananchi wote wa Kenya na hata marafiki zetu duniani kote kwamba muungano wa One Kenya Alliance tuko imara, tuko tayari kuchukua uongozi wa nchi hii ifikapo mwezi Agosti mwaka ujao. Na katika matamshi haya hatuna chuki na yeyote yule.
In a press conference held today, the 3 principals appended their signatures to officially kill NASA coalition and shift their focus to the One Kenya Alliance. They also appended their signatures to officially be members of the One Kenya Alliance, where the trio has partnered with Colonel Gideon Moi. The official decision to kill NASA coalition comes at a time when the One Kenya Alliance is staring at a possible union with the ODM boss Raila Odinga.
Each of the parties represented here have now formally written to the Registrar of Political Parties to put an end to the issue of NASA, our affiliation to NASA. When we finish here, our party officials shall be able to share with you, once the registrar has stamped officially receipt of these letters.
Speaking after a joint parliamentary group meeting prior to the signing, the three former NASA principals said their premature exit was due to a trust deficit in Raila Odinga-led ODM party.
A dream that captured the imagination of Kenyans, called NASA, has reached an end today through what our statement described as a trust deficit bedeviled by machinations and selfish maneuvers by some of our members. It is now part of our history, and as One Kenya Alliance, we shall not drive forward with our eyes glued on the rearview mirror.
The principals went ahead to make a case for their new alliance, One Kenya Alliance, that included Colonel Gideon Moi.
We now can freely engage and actualize legally the existence of One Kenya Alliance. And you will be seeing this team and those who are going to join us, and there are many, striving across the country to give Kenyans a new direction in terms of how this country moves on.
ANC counterpart Musalia Mudavadi promises that OCA is going to make announcements on their 2022 plans days to come.
So I hope with that we shall put closure to that particular issue.
However, the Kanu party leader Gideon Moi was notably missing as his partners assures Kenyans of the solidarity of the One Kenya Alliance. It should be put in mind that both Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka have publicly stated that they do not mind working together once more come 2022. However, the Wiper party leader Kalonzo Musyoka has denied claims that the One Kenya Alliance is a reincarnation of the moribund National Super Alliance, NASA.
Thou shalt not put words into our mouths. But having said that, I mean, clearly, it cannot be NASA Part 2. On a more serious note, this is One Kenya Alliance.
On the other hand, Musalia Mudavadi is still skeptical about working with Raila Odinga due to what he termed as trust issues that could be difficult to set aside.
Want your picture? Want your picture, man?
Maisha TV. And police in Vihiga have arrested a doctor at Vihiga Referral Hospital in connection with the disappearance of drugs at their facility. This comes barely 1 week after the county received drugs from KEMSA valued at 32 million shillings, just days after Governor Wilberforce Otichilo warned medical staff against stealing drugs from the facility, and this has led to an acute shortage of medicine from those who actually need it. The county secretary says more arrests are expected until those involved are put behind bars and charged according to the law.
Tuko na madaktari na watu wengine ambao wanaiba hizo madawa. Kuna wengine ambao ukienda hospitali.
And the directive that school buses should not be used for private functions continues to attract condemnations from members of the public and leaders alike, with many claiming that it was insensitive and out of touch with reality. Let's have a look.
Shule iko kwa community. Kitu cha pili, community ndiye inalea shule. Sasa kwa mfano kama basi ya shule iko kwa community, indagani isaidie watu wa community, kwa sababu kuna wakati kama kuna matanga ama anything, community huwa inatoa pesa, na hiyo pesa ikiingia kwa shule inaisaidia kwa kitu chochote. Sasa tu inatakana tu basi ikiwa kwa shule yenye iko kwa community isaidie community, watu wenye wako kwa hiyo community.
Now that they are even saying that buses should not be used by the communities, they are owned by the Ministry of Education, would therefore request that now that we are not getting any income from hiring of these buses, then let the ministry pay for the insurance, because we have no other source of income to pay for it.
ni pads ya community. Hii community ikuwa na shida yoyote yenye naistajili bus, wacha tom community tumie bus. Ikuwa shule ya karibu hapo wanataka kutumia bus, wacha watumie bus. Serikali kario. Hatutakubali mtu aanze kutupangia vitu kule Nairobi ni kama kwamba sisi hatuwezi kujipanga.
Well, South Nyanza seems to have given Governor Okoth Obado and his political party, PDP, some influence in the region and unsettled the ODM party. The ODM leader Raila Odinga was in Migori's Suna East constituency over the weekend, among many trips seen as restoring political order in the region. Philip Simei with that report.
The supremacy battle in South Nyanza region to center stage on Saturday, when ODM leader Raila Odinga attended an event in Suna East constituency and Governor Okoth Obado found himself in trouble. This comes after the recent declaration by Okoth Obado that he will be going for presidential seat come 2022 and his party PDP will be filling candidates in all elective positions, a move that seems to have slapped ODM in the face.
Wananchi hapo nimesema sawa. Tunataka mamlaka kwa wananchi. Hiyo itakuwa mamlaka kwa nani? Ndiyo mara mingi nasema PDP ndio italeta mamlaka kwa wananchi.
Questions are now arising about why ODM is so afraid of PDP's growing popularity in the Nyanza region.
Our party, our people have fought Obado several times. Even me, sometimes they can find me because I'm making this position. But I'm saying Obado has only opened up an opportunity for another expression of our minds. And I don't say that I belong to that, but I believe that it is something that should be given a chance.
Obado has been popularizing his party at the grassroots level, a move that have caused division amongst leaders in the region.
Right now the fear was coming from the county assembly, but right now we are taking control of the county assembly. And I don't think there is going to be any day where Obado will be supreme.
Wengi kabisa. Hata nilishangaa nikaenda nikaambia baba huko Migori angalia. Lakini mmesema hiyo ni upepo.
I am telling you, if you are not careful politically, hiyo upepo itabeba watu. Mimi nataka tukue gangari, tukae imara.
What we want to see is strategy which you are going to employ so that you wipe that PDP out.
Some of leaders now feel that it is high time to clip PDP's win.
Let these Wayumbes of ours from Migori particularly come out, send them the way you used to send us, come and talk to these people. So that
we must also stand to be chosen by our people, not to be taken to our people. People, our leaders will now come fighting here left, right and center so that it will be seen who is fighting for Raila more. We are not supposed to be fighting for Raila. We are supposed to be fighting with Raila.
Vile sisi nafuata mwenendo ya Odinga ndio alisema lazima Kenya na kuwa na multi-party. Hiyo ndio kitu mimi naweza kusema.
Tunataka ingesi yetu iwe tukienda 2022 iwe na chama kama 6. Hivyo katika Luo. Pande yetu wa Luo.
In the response, Raila Odinga said that ODM's main vision is to ensure that there is development in all counties.
We want to improve the life of our people in the rural areas, so that life is near with the rural areas. Because where the majority.
Reporting for Maisha TV, I'm Philip Simio.
Sisi tukishika hatamu ya utawala.
And Orange Democratic Movement leaders in Kakamega County have castigated their former NASA counterparts for trying to interfere with the planned presidential visit expected later this week. Led by Shinyalu, Member of Parliament Justus Kizito, the party criticized their counterparts, saying they were out of order in their demands to be included in the planning of the presidential visit.
A popular president. Consequently, we support and encourage the president and his handshake partner to continue building bridges by jointly visiting every part of this country.
Elected leaders appointed him and Eugene to lead the issue of development in Western Kenya. So the president is right to consult him and ask him, where have you reached, where the projects we identified, what is happening with those projects. You can't bring anybody from outside that matrix to coordinate what you don't know. Thank you.
Form 1 students continue streaming in schools for admissions, an exercise that kicked off yesterday. The Kenya Secondary School Heads Association in the Mulikahi has called on the school heads to be wary of bullying of Form 1 students as they start their secondary school journey. This comes as Form 1 admission exercise enters its second day with over 1 million students who sat for their 2020 KCPE exams enrolling in Form 1 classes across the country this week.
There has always been complaints of bullying in schools, and I want to take this opportunity to ask my colleagues and I that we be extra vigilant to monitor any wayward behavior from other students that may cause stress to the new students. That we need to be vigilant so that we don't record any cases of bullying, and all our children who come in, there's no mistake they have done. So the other older students must be made to understand that there is no mistake a student has done to join Form 1.
And now we shift gears to matters sports. Gor Mahia are engaging their lawyers to advise on the way forward following sanctions imposed on the club by the Football Kenya Federation FKF for snubbing league derby against the rival AFC Leopards on Saturday.
Then go through a process. An opportunity to be heard is a rule of natural justice that even non-lawyers know about. You don't need to go to school to know. Even the village people say, why do you want to do this with me before even giving me an opportunity to be heard? So is that something that the leadership of the Federation cannot understand, that they need to give us, we, the chairman, an opportunity to be heard? So what they have done is completely in flagrant breach of Article 47 of the Constitution of Kenya, which accords each and every citizen of, let me say, everybody in Kenya an opportunity to be heard. So we ought to have been given an opportunity to be heard after a charge has been preferred. What does the letter say? The letter dated 1st August signed by Barry Otieno. What does it say? It says that we are going to get charges to be framed. So how do you begin to suspend somebody even without having framed a charge?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we had for Maisha Prime News. My name is Rida Chibet Kering, and remember to tune in after this for Bushebi Junior Show, which will be coming right after this bulletin. Don't miss out. My name is Rida Chibet Kering. Enjoy the rest of your viewing.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Your world of Maisha is getting an exciting makeover. We're giving your channel a dedicated touch to enhance your viewing experience. Finding what you want, loving it has never been this easy.
Your capacity. The problem is leadership.
My name is Rida Chibet Kering.
Welcome home to your dedicated channel, where you choose it, watch it, and love it. It's your season.
Thank you, merci beaucoup. Thank you so much. This is Michelle Junior Show. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now, there are two universal truths about living in Kenya. One, Kenya was a British colony from the late 1890s and up to around 1963, when the country attained independence under the leadership of Jomo Kenyatta, the first president of Kenya, considered the founding father of the nation. Kenya adopted the parliamentary system of governance post-independence, and whether the system has worked well or not, well, that's up to you to decide. Secondly, it is true that Kenya is actually where the concept of the modern wildlife safari actually started as a travel activity at the turn of the 20th century. Yani wanyama wanatoka huku, wanaenda huku, tena wanatoka huku, wanarudi huku. Hii mambo yote haikuanzia TZ, ilianzia Kenya. Safari. I'm talking about safari. The animosity between President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto played out in the open on Monday after the DP was stopped from taking a safari to Uganda. Ruto was set for a private trip to the neighboring country the second time in a month, but was blocked by immigration officials at Wilson Airport.
His Excellency the Deputy President alifika hapo saa 7, akawekwa hapo for around 5.5 hours waiting for some clearance. On inquiring what kind of clearance that he needed, no one was able to give us the correct answer. The immigration officer told us that he has received orders from above.
Sources said immigration officials insisted Ruto had to get clearance from the president, Uhuru Kenyatta. However, the DP's aide accused Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i of issuing the decision to stop Ruto's trip. Former Presidential Strategic Communication Unit Director Dennis Itumbi blamed one and only one person, Matiang'i. And Ruto later tweeted and said, "It's all right, tumwachie Mungu, leave it to God." How namna gani? It's all simple. Don't be a tourist, be a traveler. Sasawa. Sources close to Matiang'i denied the claim though, insisting that Ruto knew what to do. So what was Ruto supposed to do? Did you mean buy the ticket or take the ride? No, not for the second in command. I guess there's another way of doing these things. Sindio, witnesses said that DP and his team had used the VIP area in efforts to access the airside for their plane that was scheduled to leave at 1 p.m. yesterday when they were stopped by the immigration officials. Ruto's Communications Secretary David Mugonyi confirmed that the DP was blocked from taking a safari. He said Ruto was asked to seek clearance from the head of public service and secretary to the cabinet Joseph Kinyua for him to take a safari.
Mimi kwa vile nimekuwa na deputy president, sijawahi ona madharau ila nimeona siku ya leo. We could eavesdrop on phone wakisema ya kwamba ajitambulishe yeye ni nani, ati atoe birth certificate, atoe barua ya chief.
Mr. DP, hii safari ilianzia Kenya, but I think hii safari tutaangalia maneno yake baadaye.
Sema gari ya mahasla wewe! Chale! Opina if you drop your excellency.
Godfather, man OG, man half humble, man
Now, I'm that one guy who loves to talk about many topics. Like seriously, many topics. But not in crazy long words. You know, I don't like very long ones, okay? Word ndogo ndogo, shotenisha kiasi, but ni mingi. And then topics pia ziwe zina make sense, ndio? So, who comes up with the longest word, actually 45-letter word to describe the fear of long words? Doesn't make any sense. Hippopotomonstrosequipedaliophobia. That word simply means fear of long words. Now, talking about fear, these are the top 10 most bizarre phobias. Octophobia, fear of opening one's eyes. Chorophobia, fear of dancing. Have people fear dancing? So you suffer from chorophobia. So he died of chorophobiosis or something like that because he feared dancing. Okay, fine. Giliophobia, fear of laughter. Oh my goodness. Heliophobia, fear of sunlight. Deinophobia, fear of dinner conversations. Like seriously, now this one is a serious case. I thought some of the most important conversations that we ever encountered occurred at families' dinner tables. Yani Kenya ndio where families meet at dinner table, na mwanaume mzima atakubali aitwe baby na amalize sahani mzima ya githeri. Like seriously. And I know most ladies pia wako na haka kafia. Simple. Umekaa unareminisi hivi upendo wa Yesu maishani mwako, then auntie yako ashafiatuka anakuuliza kitenge tunashona lini. Just tell them marriage is a bond between a person who never remembers anniversaries and another person who never forgets them. So what's the best to shona, the best time to shona vitenge? Get married on his birthday. Sawa. Okay, what about neophobia? Fear of new things. Yani hii ndio ile ni kama yani wakununulia gari mpya, actually ulikuwa unatumia gama 3 and you're like no, staki Range Rover, ni mpya sana akiwoye. But the most weird fear is syngensophobia, fear of relatives. My goodness. This one we need to meet at the blue tent. But I know why some people develop this kind of fear. I think it all started with the invention of language. Some relatives overuse language to satisfy their deep need to complain. And with that, you have to fear. Now, this one is another one. Ablutophobia, fear of washing and bathing. Guys, tukutane hapo kwa tent ya blue. Well, folks, I'm taking a short commercial break. I'll be back soon. Don't suffer from the last fear that I just mentioned. Okay, moja. Now, welcome back. Now, journalists go through very hard times to just make sure you get the news stories. From this to this.
In Laikipia, this is crazy. The Pope is interested in Irish potatoes, and not like in Nyandarua County, the governor is so good in that.
And then to that.
Hata hiyo kitu ilikuwa imehanga utoki. Tourist leo anajichekelea halamu. Si haramu.
Wow, what sound bites?
And then to this.
Miss Producer, do I say that? Do I say that? Do I say that? One last time. Okay, so do I say that? Do I say that? Do I say that?
But there's this one particular veteran, John Makuba Andanda, who was photographed in 2016 in Mount Elgon, editing news story and sending it to the newsroom on a muddy road to beat up news deadline. Like seriously, umechukua laptop, ukaeka modem, ukaeka na earphones, so you are editing, kwanza camera umeka huku kando. Like seriously, this guy was doing a great job, sindio? And this is funny thing, it is Mount Elgon. I hope you know where Mount Elgon is. Huko kukinyesha kumenyesha, huko wakubahatishagi. This photo has refused to die 5 years later. 2016 up to 2021 is still rotating like crazy. So next time you meet this guy, make sure umeframe your picture na umpatie kama gift. All right. Now the rate of divorce in Kenya has just skyrocketed. What's that word again? Okay, skyrocketed. Fine. Divorce imeenda juu. But again, for divorce to happen, there must have been marriage at first, whether at first sight or marriage at the 10th sight. Bado ni marriage tu, sindio? You know, it was marriage at first sight or marriage at 10th sight. So bado ni marriage tu. Now, could this be the motivating factor behind messy instances of divorce, at least from the political point of view? Take a look at this.
It is now done, or the deed is done.
Kalonzo Musyoka of Wiper, Musalia Mudavadi of ANC and Moses Wetangula of Ford Kenya have stamped their decision to kill NASA coalition while blaming the ODM leader Raila Odinga of the same.
Kutoka sasa kuelekea mbele ijulikane na wananchi wote wa Kenya na hata marafiki zetu duniani kote kwamba muungano wa One Kenya Alliance tuko imara, tuko tayari kuchukua uongozi wa nchi hii ifikapo mwezi Agosti mwaka ujao. Na katika matamshi haya hatuna chuki na yeyote yule.
In a press conference held today, the three principals appended their signatures to officially kill NASA coalition and shift their focus to the One Kenya Alliance. They also appended their signatures to officially be members of the One Kenya Alliance, where the trio has partnered with Colonel Gideon Moi. The official decision to kill NASA coalition comes at a time when the One Kenya Alliance is staring at a possible union with the ODM boss Raila Odinga.
Each of the parties represented here have now formally written to the Registrar of Political Parties to put an end to the issue of NASA, our affiliation to NASA. When we finish here, our party officials shall be able to share with you, once the registrar has stamped officially receipt of these letters.
Speaking after a joint parliamentary group meeting prior to the signing, the three former NASA principals said their premature exit was due to a trust deficit in Raila Odinga-led ODM party.
A dream that captured the imagination of Kenyans, called NASA, has reached an end today through what our statement described as a trust deficit bedeviled by machinations and selfish maneuvers by some of our members. It is now part of our history, and as One Kenya Alliance, we shall not drive forward with our eyes glued on the rearview mirror.
The principals went ahead to make a case for their new alliance, One Kenya Alliance, that included Colonel Gideon Moi.
We now can freely engage and actualize legally the existence of One Kenya Alliance. And you'll be seeing this team and those who are going to join us, and there are many, striving across the country to give Kenyans a new direction in terms of how this country moves on.
ANC counterpart Musalia Mudavadi promises that OCA is going to make announcements on their 2022 plans days to come.
So I hope with that we shall put closure to that particular issue.
However, the Kanu party leader Gideon Moi was notably missing as his partners assures Kenyans of the solidarity of the One Kenya Alliance. It should be put in mind that both Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka have publicly stated that they do not mind working together once more come 2022. However, the Wiper party leader Kalonzo Musyoka has denied claims that the One Kenya Alliance is a reincarnation of the moribund National Super Alliance, NASA.
Thou shalt not put words into our mouths. But having said that, I mean, clearly, it cannot be NASA Part 2. On a more serious note, this is One Kenya Alliance.
On the other hand, Musalia Mudavadi is still skeptical about working with Raila Odinga due to what he termed as trust issues that could be difficult to set aside.
Want your picture? Want your picture?
Maisha TV.
So, are our politicians divorcing due to the normal husband-wife problems? Seems true, only that for politicians, it is all about money. So, NASA is breaking up, and this comes following a protracted feud among the NASA coalition partners over sharing of party funds, with ODM maintaining that it owes its coalition partners nothing. Wait, So tulijenga hiyo nyumba pamoja, lakini now that I'm leaving, I should step out with nothing. I think this will not work for Kalonzo Musyoka. Well, folks, keep it here for more. My name is Bushebi Jr. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bushebi Jr. Show and Maisha Television Kenya. Sanitize, distance up and mask on. See you next time. Ciao.